Evening, folks. Welcome back. It's John Pettipas. If you think you have troubles, think of the people in northern Syria and southern Turkey. There's about 8 million people in that 200-mile region around the epicenter of the 100-year, worst earthquake in 100 years for told. It was, I think it was 7 point something on Richter scale, and the follow-up aftershock was almost 8. So that's a Richter scale is something that you use to identify the intensity of a quake. And they take in, so about 8 million people. That'd be 3 times the population of Atlantic Canada. Newfoundland, PEI, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, the mainland, and New Brunswick. 3 times the population, une trois, we say in French, displaced. President Erdogan was in the PBS NewsHour a couple of minutes ago and eating supper. He is declaring out universities, still dual things for the studies, and using them in hotels and army barracks, you name it, to try to accommodate some of the, 8 million people. It's a lot of people displaced to accommodate. Now, give you some good news. This is a piece from this morning's Halifax Herald. And children, this is a child rescued from the quake. You can see the picture well. I know the camera. I'm not tech maven, so I don't know how to make the type show up properly. But this little child is only 20 days old. A precious child of Jesus, 20 days old, rescued after several days buried under rubble and a little bit of cuts, but bit of bruising and cuts, but no broken bones, and glad to be alive and going to go on to childhood and adulthood. So 20-year-old baby, that is quite touching, and rescued. This would be Saturday's Halifax Herald today, the 11th day of February, so it would have been yesterday's pictures. So that's almost 7 days after the quake. And there's a lady tonight pointing out, there was a lady that was rescued 7 days after the quake too, and she came out, she was lucky, by the grace of God, she was saved. And speaking of God, let's say a prayer for these people. Let's say an Our Father first. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And pray for this little baby and lady was rescued, and people that are still buried there, trapped under rubble. We'll say, Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thee among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, thy baby Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And with that, I repeat what I started. If you think you have troubles, think of what the people like in northern Syria and southern nation of Turkey. About 8 million people displaced by this worst earthquake we're holding in 100 years. With that, I got to go. I wish you all the best. God bless. Say a prayer for these people. If you can do it, give something to it's called the Red Crescent. With Red Cross over and actually they're Turkish. They're not Arabs. They're Turkish. But it's the Red Crescent who operates over there. With that, I got to go again. All the best. God bless, and say a prayer for these people, and thank God for this precious child to be rescued after, a week under the rubble. Thank you very much. Bye for now and good night.